Come on now, kick it. Come on. God dang it, Pinewood. I said kick it. I want you to kick it with a tasty groove.
Okay. Well, aloha. Season's greetings, my online muchachos, and welcome to episode number 16 of Fraternize with these guys. I'm your host, Pastor Pinewood, as always, sitting across this vast chasm that is our table of immense podcasting equipment, the man that represents all middle-aged, shirtless men across this great nation.
Easy.
On cue that time, my friend.
This is only like our 15th shot.
You know what? We're not one take Sally's.
We're fixing it in post.
I was gonna say the man, the ridiculously hairy myth, and working on becoming a legend, Beezy.
You should have started with that.
I should have.
It'd have rolled off the tongue better.
Maybe so. I couldn't decide if I wanted to throw in that working on becoming a legend, because you're quite the legend, my friend.
I am.
Now, it's only in your mind.
Agreed.
But still.
There is a legend rolling around up in this nog.
Ready to get out at some point?
Yep.
Beautiful. Well, speaking of, wait for it, legendary, man, last week, corned beef, cabbage.
Yeah, buddy.
Delicious.
Yes.
Successful Patty's Day in the books.
It was.
And after Patty's Day 2020, it was well needed.
Yes, most certainly.
So I think you had a decent Patty's Day last year, but I did not. It was horrible. I just literally stayed at home all day.
Yeah, pretty sure we did the ritual, doing the corned beef and cabbage and copious amounts of booze.
Yeah, well, the copious amounts of booze is it seems to kind of go hand in hand with Patty's Day.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the holiday was derived for.
It was not, but it has morphed into that. But it leads somebody to question if you were to take away booze, what holidays wouldn't be celebrated? Like, for sure, nobody would really celebrate St. Patrick's Day without the booze, right?
Right.
Like, it would just be another day.
I wouldn't celebrate anything.
Oh, no holidays.
I mean, if you can't have booze.
Oh, wow. So it's all dependent upon the libations.
Of course.
Okay.
Which,
so
speaking of, I actually needed to ask you, you said season's greetings
yes,
in
I
the
did.
intro. What's going on with that?
Because it's a pet peeve of mine that we say season's greetings during one season, but the rest of the seasons, they don't give any love. And it's springtime, and I'm a fisherman, and I like springtime, and so it's a happy season's greetings. It just happens to be spring and not winter.
I mean, spring's a season.
It is a season.
Plus, you're a gardener now.
That's true. That's true. I think it's a global conspiracy to loop all seasons' greetings into just one holiday period, and I think all seasons are created equal. Can I get an amen?
Amen. Hallelujah.
So, season's greetings, my friend. And by the way, we'll say season's greetings again in the summer, because guess what? That's another season.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so go with me for a second.
Okay.
No birthdays, no 4th of July, no Boxing Day, whatever
I don't
the
even
heck,
know what Boxing
whatever
Day
the heck
is.
that is. It's one of them Canadas.
Oh, Canadadas?
Yeah, I don't. So we don't celebrate it. But I bet you if we came up with some sort of ritual where we could drink copious amounts of booze, man, I don't know what kind of mufflers that guy had, but
I don't think he has one at all.
wow. Well, it is beefy sounding.
That's what happens when you're recording in the doghouse.
Oh, that's true. We are, by the way, back into the doghouse, and poor old Rocky Jackson.
Oh, man.
He's getting his views up a little bit.
That's right.
Our people are going over there listening to him.
I love it.
It's hilarious.
What is he at now?
He's at 155 now.
Beauty.
Yeah.
So I know, speaking of old Rocket Jackson,
Rocky Jackson.
I know that
Testify.
we had actually failed to mention this in an update segment. I guess it was last week or week before.
It's been a couple weeks, yeah.
About how he had disabled the comments or something like that.
So we talked about him disabling the comments, and we couldn't really figure out why he disabled the comments, but we all really know why.
Right.
But then I did some sleuthing and I found him on Facebook.
Oh.
And I friended him, and he did not accept my friend request.
What a douche.
So he has a band page though for his band,
Okay.
and it's just a like page. So I liked it, and I'm gonna send him a message and be like, "Hey man,
What the French, bro?
what the heck, bro?" And see if he writes us back.
I mean, maybe he
He
would
hates
use.
us.
Maybe he would sign over the rights to the song because I mean it's only got like. Well, I mean, if you take our views from the YouTube
Yes.
page, I mean it's basically ours.
If that's the way you want to count it, I feel like
I mean, it's in the Geneva Convention.
I feel that's adequate. Speaking again, and I hate to keep coming back to the booze thing, but
Why not?
what sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory minimum of alcohol to? So let's quantify
Like
it.
for the players or the
all
spectators?
the above, all the above, everybody.
mean-
To watch it, to coach it, to play it, to broadcast it, to be an announcer, you got to have 4 beers.
Be snockered.
They don't have to be snockered. Like 4 beers.
Ah.
So just noticeable enough. And over time, I think you would have to up it.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like one of those long seasons like baseball. Because
Uh-huh.
after 150 games, you'd get kind of used to playing with 4 beers.
Sure.
So next season, it'd have to be like 5 beers. And then before long, they'd be drinking 20 beers before playing baseball again.
I think, was it Daryl Strawberry? I think he would have crushed that. I think that's
yeah.
who it was.
I think you're right.
Just notorious for
Yes.
slamming like
Well-
a 30-packer.
I think the Ruth was known for that a little bit.
Yeah, that
Hot
and
dogs
some
and
stogies.
beer.
And, yeah.
It's a great sport where you can smoke cigars, drink beer, and then go play and be world class.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I was thinking something like outside of the box, like figure skating.
that would be interesting.
It would be, especially the move, where he picks her up and then immediately
Who's your
drops
daddy?
her.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
There would probably be more domestic violence in figure skating if we
Yes.
added the 4-drink minimum.
That's true.
So I've always wondered, how that contentious relationship would be, and then you add a little booze to the mix, they're getting in a fight for sure.
Oh yeah, somebody's getting stabbed with a skate.
It's gonna make old Tanya Harding look mild.
That's some weak shit, Tanya.
Tanya didn't get arrested for that nonsense, man. We're going to jail tonight.
You ain't lived
Well,
till you stab somebody in the throat with your ice skate.
what's ironic is in my circle, the only people I know who really like figure skating are a little white trash anyway.
Oh, that's fair.
So I think if you added a few domestic beers and some domestic violence, it might be a win-win for everybody,
There you go.
minus the figure skaters.
So, keeping it in the Winter Olympic category, what about a little bit of 4-drink minimum for curling? Could you imagine being that sweeper dude
Oh, yeah.
and getting the liquor shits
The what?
and just squirting and having to sweep your own? I mean, you got to take a break, sweep yours off, and then just keep.
You know what it looked like? Have you seen that meme where the dog is left at home alone and he poops in the middle of the floor and the Roomba goes over the poop and just like
yes,
smears it all over the place? That's what the curling aisle would look. You know what? It would no longer be curling. It'd be crapping. Because
Yep.
that would be what the whole lane was.
Exactly.
And then you could get old Lars, or whatever his name is. He gets a few drinks in him, and it's no longer curling. It's a curling iron, and he throws it at people.
Oh yeah, that could be that could be homicide actually, because those things are pretty heavy.
Pretty
it's like
sure.
a marble bowling ball.
He could probably argue temporary insanity or temporary anger outburst. And
It doesn't work with drunkenness.
Oh, that's true.
Then you just get an additional charge of drunk and disorderly
And he's in public, so Lars is screwed.
in public.
Unless he has diplomatic immunity.
I don't think they give that to athletes though.
Oh. What if he was like...
The prince,
Oh.
like a duke, like a kick-ass duke.
What if he was a duke? Before we get off on that, I will say I was gonna mention darts, but I realized before I mention it, most dart games are played a little inebriated.
Oh man, you played darts back at the old house whenever we had that official dartboard. I mean, we had the weighted darts and everything.
Those are BC days.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Don't recall a whole bunch of those days.
We had a standing house rule that if you wanted to come into the house,
Okay.
and create your own house rule,
Interesting.
you had to write it on an index card, and you had to hold it up on the wall anywhere.
Okay.
And
oh my gosh, I do remember this.
It was one of the people that resided there. So it was me, my brother, or the parrot.
Yep.
Got to take a
That's right.
Got to take a shot at that. If it hits you, it's a house rule. If you chicken out, it goes away. If you didn't get the thing hit, then it still became a house rule because you had the nuts to let us throw a dart at you.
That's why I didn't have any house rules there.
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, it's totally not worth it.
It really started to get out of hand. We had half of a wall covered with index cards from rules that had been made. So
did it actually get in hand?
No, I don't know how that was possible.
You never hit anybody?
We never hit anybody with a dart. Wow. And the closest we ever got was I had when we came up with this idea, of course we were inebriated.
Oh,
so
shocking.
I was like, dude, we should do this. So I wrote a rule and I turned around and I told my brother, I said, hey, one rule is you can't full force fastball this dart. And he goes, okay. So I turned back around to stick that stupid index card on the wall. And as that index card hit the wall, I just hear a and a dart was like a 1/4 inch from the web of my thumb and pointer finger.
Hey, bro.
And I was like, what in the crap, bro? I just told you. And he goes, yeah, but it's a house rule now. I was like, touche, I can't be bad. Give me a beer.
That's a good point. Hey, speaking of beer, how'd you like that segue?
Ooh, that's beauty.
That was good.
We're getting better at them segues.
I don't know if we're getting better, but
It feels better.
it was okay.
I mean, I liked it.
I liked it all right. It wasn't great. How about a little libations?
I like it.
Still think that's the best one we've done so far.
Yeah, I gotta
do
agree.
like it.
It
Very
still
good.
gives me goose pimples.
What, my friend, are we drinking today? And why don't I have one?
Oh, I'm falling down on my job. I was trying to keep it in the cooler.
Oh, I got you.
It's not the cooler.
New house rule.
New house rule. You need to throw a dart. Before it comes into law, you need to throw a dart. Or actually, I need to throw the dart, and you got to hold it up.
I'm not committed to this law.
Fair enough, then.
So out the window it goes.
So what we are doing is the Carbach Brewing Company.
Okay.
They are out of Houston, Texas.
Now, we've had one, right? No, we have not.
We've not had Carbach.
Okay.
We've not had a Carbach yet.
So the Carbach, these are the guys who does the Hopadillo.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, good.
That is correct.
That's a good beer, by the way. But
yeah,
unfortunately,
it's
you
an
did
IPA,
not hand me an IPA.
No, I did not. So what you got in your hand, sir, is the Carbach Strawberry Blonde.
Okay. Strawberry Blonde. And what can you tell me about this brew?
So I'll just read you the description that they have on their website. They do a decent job.
Okay.
Hey, what do you feel about the bringing back the old sexy NPR voice?
I'm definitely against it.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to do it. So we're on a trip down to Strawberry Fields where the flavor is real.
All right, get your darts. House rules worth it to get rid of that voice. Good Lord.
So it says, we're on a trip down to strawberry fields where the flavor is real. And by real, we mean real good. Escape to strawberry fields forever with this light-bodied blonde ale that celebrates the bright aromas and sweetness of sun-ripened strawberries, complemented by mild malty notes. There's nothing to get hung up about here when enjoying our strawberry blonde. And this is a seasonal beer.
Okay.
It says it's available mid-February through May.
All right.
It is a 5.2 in the ABV with a 12 IBU.
All right. So I'm not a big fan of blondes anyway.
Okay.
And I'm not a fan of fruit in my beer. So I'm not looking
Could be fun.
forward to this one. How about let's, you got anything else to add to that?
No. I mean, I've had it.
Okay.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay. Now, they're out of Houston.
They are out of Houston.
It did not specify whether these are Texas strawberries.
I would assume they probably are.
Okay. I was just curious.
I think strawberries have like a 2-minute shipping date. So
Pretty quick.
they pretty much spoiled when you leave the grocery store.
I don't know if I've ever gotten a carton of strawberries that didn't have mold on the bottom.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure. Well, let's crack these open and see what's up.
Cool.
B-double-E-double-R-U-N beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N beer run. Oh, how happy we would be had we only brought a better fake ID on this B-double-E-double-R-U-N beer run.
Little Todd Snyder.
Yeah, shout outs. He's probably going to copyright strike us on YouTube.
That'd be all right.
Hey, by the way, we have a YouTube account.
Yeah, we do.
And it's behind one episode because I'm a Todd Tom.
Well, that will happen. Plus, we've already been hit by, what's-his-face from copyright.
That's true. Yeah, so George Jones,
Yeah.
his estate does not play around.
They don't mess around.
12 seconds of that song we played, and they struck that real fast.
Nope. Not going to happen.
All 17 of our listeners, they didn't get to hear that because
Yeah.
we had to delete it out. Okay, initial thoughts,
Okay.
not great.
All right.
And I don't mind, I guess, the beer itself, and I don't really mind the strawberry part because it's not there.
Yeah. That is my biggest complaint.
So if I buy something that has a literal strawberry on the front of it,
It's just supposed to be getting lost in the strawberry fields.
hey, you know what? What if the strawberry fields...
Are the expired strawberries?
No, I was going to say, what if it's actually the holiday season and there's no strawberries in the field?
Oh.
It's just green plants.
There you go. That could be it.
Maybe that's a take on it. Hey, you know what? It'd be a great way to save money making a strawberry ale.
Don't call it a strawberry ale and don't use the strawberries.
I was just going to say call it a strawberry ale, but just don't use the strawberries. You just nix the strawberries. So you take that expense out of the ledger,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could do that too.
and you save money.
But what I would say though is I have had Shiner's strawberry blonde,
Yes,
and that is phenomenal.
it really is good. It's so good.
It
In
actually
fact,
has a strawberry flavor.
yeah, quite a bit of a strawberry flavor. It's so good, in fact, that you cannot find it.
Yeah, I know.
Almost impossible to find. I think it's seasonal as well.
It is. It
Okay.
is, and it's actually in season. So
Oh, nice.
I guess they run the same season as old Carbach does.
So
But,
strawberries are an early season plant. So typically early spring, late February to maybe the 1st of April. I'm not sure exactly, but that would be my guess as to the season.
I hadn't been gardening near as long as you, but I'm just assuming we're gonna go with that. I had never done them little strawberries. Hadn't planted a strawberry field. You want an oak tree? I'll get you an oak tree.
I can get you an oak tree with nail polish on it. Okay, let me give. It would be good, ice cold, on a hot day. I could see that. You know some of those seltzery drinks. Not a seltzer beer, like an actual seltzer drink that you buy that has just the touch of flavor in it.
Yeah, like a Topo Chico.
I guess that's what this reminds me of, and I hate those things.
See, it has like a very mild IPA flavor to me. It's kind of hoppy on the back end.
I don't get that.
That's
at
why
all.
I thought you would like this one.
No, I do not.
Okay, well,
And I don't get the hop at all. So
No hop.
no hop. Hip hop.
Hippopotamus.
Sorry, we're stealing. I do like their hopadillo.
Okay.
So I can't say anything bad about the brewery itself.
Okay.
This ale, or excuse me, it's a blonde, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a blonde ale though,
Blonde
right?
ale. Yep.
It misses the mark for me. 61.
A 61.
61.
Ooh.
And I give it a 61 to technically, if it was in college, it could possibly pass with a 61, with a good solid D.
Solid D minus. Oh, that's hilarious.
So that's it for me. Where are you gonna put it?
Oh, it failed.
Wait.
You know what it got? F plus.
Click. All right.
I'm going with a 59 on this one.
Oh wow. So an F plus and a D minus.
F plus and a D minus.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a shame.
It's the lowest one, man. I told you I was bringing a stinker because we hadn't had anything on the lower ends.
Not a fan. Should we tag these guys next week?
I mean,
all the beers we've tried before, we've tagged them.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a pretty ballsy move there.
I mean, any press is good press, right?
I don't know.
I mean, it's better for us if they're like, "Hey, what the crap, dude?"
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Like, hey, thanks for the shout out, guys. We'll do another of your beers. Don't worry.
Don't worry. We'll get a good one. We'll get the hopadillo in here. It'll be like a 92 and a 40.
Yeah. That is a very big possibility.
Well, good libations. Well, actually, not so much good libations, but that sounded like good vibrations.
Got the good libations.
That's the wrong song, bro.
Oh.
I was thinking of the Beach Boys.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to sing it because it would be bad.
Does their estate want to come after us for that too?
Probably so. We probably couldn't even sing it.
Well, that's true.
We couldn't even whistle it.
Isn't there a couple of them guys still around?
Yeah, I believe so.
Interesting.
I don't know that for a fact.
I mean, let's just go with it.
Okay, I'll tell you
We
what
can
else.
giggleize it.
Tell you what else. Okay, why don't you do that? And while you do that, let's jump right into 4 questions. 4 questions.
You know, one of these days you're actually gonna find that file that we recorded.
I know where it's at.
Oh,
I know exactly where it's at, and
you just never bring it.
you have it.
Oh, just passing the buck.
I'll talk to you about that afterwards, sir.
Okay, fixing it post.
I believe we have 4 questions today, as always. This is our, well, we're past our flagship.
This is the Armada.
This is the Armada section, and that's a reference to episode 122, I believe.
Sure.
Maybe.
I don't even remember.
I don't
I've
either.
drank since then.
And I haven't, and I still don't remember. Really excited about our 1T2, 1T3, all of that.
Yes.
And I'm disappointed that we're already at 16, and that's going to go away here pretty quick.
You mean 1T6?
Yep.
We're almost out of the 1Ts.
I didn't want everybody to get confused.
Ah, that's fair.
All right, so we have 4 questions. I have 2. Beezy has 2, and I'm going to let you kick it off.
Okay. This is coming in from Steven. And Steven asks, when did knickers become panties? I seem to remember
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
What?
Do what?
When did what?
When
Knickers
did knickers
become panties?
panties?
Like a colloquialism? Like the terminology?
Yes, like the terminology. Allow me
Okay, I'm
to
sorry.
continue.
Okay.
I seem to remember everyone used to refer to ladies' underwear as knickers, but now it's panties. So what happened to knickers? Is this yet more Americanization?
I know who this person is.
Steven.
Yeah, he's a Todd Tom. And I'm pretty sure I would hate this guy
Yes.
if I met him. First and foremost, I don't think it was originally a name for simply undergarments. I don't think. And I definitely don't think it was a name specifically for female undergarments. I think originally it was men's baggy kneed, like trousers that you see in the old school golfing shows.
Yeah, so it was actually about 100 years ago, and knickers is actually short for knickerbockers.
Ah.
That's what the pants were called. They were like 3/4 the length of a normal pant.
Right, like an old golfer with the tall socks.
Exactly.
Okay, all right, gotcha.
Think of the old NFL when they had leather helmets.
Oh,
those
gotcha.
two. So, and it's also a little trivious. It's also the inspiration for the New York Knicks.
Inspirado.
The search for Inspirado.
Well, based on their performance over the past, I don't know, however many years, they probably should have thought of a better name. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
The New York Pantaloons.
I mean, either way, they have more losing seasons than winning seasons, I would venture to guess.
Yes, I do believe that's, and I don't even follow.
Can you imagine being a New Yorker and being a Mets fan and a Knicks fan?
No.
Like, life must really suck.
suck.
It's almost as bad as being a Cleveland Browns fan.
Ugh, the Browns.
They did
What can Browns do for you?
They did okay this year.
Disappoint you.
I think they had almost a winning season. If
Almost.
not a winning season.
I don't know. I don't follow the NFL either.
Yeah. I definitely didn't follow it this year very much. Okay, so was there any kind of answer to his question? Did people call him a Todd Tom?
Yeah, there were a couple of people that said some interesting stuff, and that was actually what I was talking about with the that this one guy says knickers is actually English slang, and panties are American.
Slang.
Yes,
Okay.
slanging,
And panties is definitely women's undergarments.
slanging them American, slanging them knickers.
Well, okay. Disappointed in question number 1.
Well, they can't all be winners.
Well, I mean, it was still a winner in how horrible it was.
I mean, that's true.
And when they come from Todd Toms, that's fairly typical.
Yeah, dude. So back to this Carbach.
Oh, you're coming back to it. I put mine down.
Yeah. So, have you ever eaten a not quite ripe strawberry?
Sure.
Like it's got a lot of white up top.
Yep.
That's kind of what that aftertaste is on this beer.
Maybe that was their problem. Maybe they didn't use ripe strawberries.
They should have got fresher strawberries.
If y'all didn't get Texas strawberries, you should have.
You done should have.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't know if they know this, but they can go down to HEB and they got pretty fresh strawberries.
I mean, usually the freshest.
And you can even get a little mold in the bottom,
Just a little bit.
you know, and have some spores going on in the beer.
Isn't it just like aging steaks? You just gotta, you just
wipe
cut
that off?
cut that mold right off, and then you got a nice fine aged layer of strawberry underneath.
Sounds right to me.
I don't know. You're the gardener. I'm just asking.
Sounds safe, too. I highly recommend it.
I mean, it's just penicillin. Unless you got a penicillin allergy, I mean, you'd be all right.
Speaking of allergies,
Uh-oh.
how about question number 2? This is from Richie M. in Maryland.
Oh.
He asked, a bee flew down my throat while I was riding my motor scooter, and it has hurt like hell to urinate ever since.
Whoa.
Could this be an allergic reaction? First of all,
A motor scooter.
yeah. Now,
So he's rolling on that Vespa about 2-3 miles an hour.
he must be part of one of them hardcore gangs up there.
Yeah,
in
the
Maryland.
wild hogs. I want you to get your scooter and we're going to go cruise.
Now, I want you to think, is he riding a beautiful baby blue scooter?
Like a Pee Wee Herman one?
Yeah, but a little more powdery blue.
Okay.
Or is it bright red?
I mean, those are the only two colors they come in, so.
They also come in pink.
Oh, well, why couldn't it have been pink one?
I don't know. I'm giving Richie M the benefit of the doubt here.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm gonna throw him a bone here.
Throw him a bone.
Apparently
he doesn't need anything else thrown at him.
No.
He doesn't swallow the bee.
Apparently the bee had an STD because probably shouldn't hurt when you urinate if you swallow a bee.
He got a BeeHIV.
Pretty sure. By the way, that's hilarious. Y'all will get that on the way home.
Yes, you will. You'll be sitting in the car listening to it, and about 2 hours later, be like, oh, BeeHIV. I see what he did there.
Oh, Beezy's got a ringer there.
I'm telling you. Actually, I know exactly what his problem is.
Okay.
He, in fact, did not swallow a bee.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, what he did was swallowed Miss Frizzle and the Magic School Bus, and now they are trying to exit through his urethra. And that's the growing process because they're coming to the end of the time where the magic's about to wear off.
Oh, dang.
And he's about to have a pumpkin penis.
Good Lord. Venereal diseases and pumpkin penises. We got it all, folks.
Sounds like the name of this episode. VD and the BeeHIV.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Now, coincidentally, there is a pretty good answer posted on this.
I believe it.
I'm so sorry. That's not true. There's not an answer on this one.
I believe that one more.
There's an answer on the next question. I was wrong. I read ahead too far. Okay, here's the first comment that was left on here that I thought was pretty good. It says, I've never heard of this kind of allergic reaction. You better play it safe and just drink lots of water until the bee drowns.
I mean, as a medical professional.
No. That makes good sense.
That's not how it's going to work.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, if anything, you have a connection between your mouth and your beehole, not your pee hole.
Or is it BEE, beehole?
It's your BB hole.
So no, don't drink water till. I'm pretty sure what happened is Richie probably had a little bit of, what shall we say?
A promiscuous evening.
I wasn't even going to go that far. I was going to say an intimate moment with one of his fellow Vespa riders.
Oh.
And that is why it hurts when he pees.
That makes more sense.
Probably doesn't have anything to do with the local aviaries.
I wonder if he got one of those Russians. One of those Russian mail order banana breads.
Oh yeah,
from a couple episodes back.
because they come ripe with problems.
And I think you said rife wrong. Yeah, that is the most likely cause. I think he just sat on a dirty toilet seat.
Oh, okay.
And caught a little something in the pee hole.
You know, if I was going to play that off, it would definitely be either toilet seat or in the jacuzzi with some.
Yeah. I mean, some suspect peoples.
That makes sense. Or he was in the jacuzzi and somebody threw a banana bread in there.
Just a little stew.
It just kind of stewed together.
Oh man,
little banana bread floaties.
And actually, that reminds me of a funny joke. What do you call a leper in a bathtub?
Good God.
Stew.
Yes. I'm gonna have to pray after this episode.
Yeah, probably so.
Pretty rough so far. And I believe the next two questions are gonna make it maybe worse.
Slightly.
Okay, so
slightly.
Speaking of your medical prestige.
Yeah, so I do want to preface this with a disclaimer.
Okay.
I am a medical professional.
Okay.
And my hypocritical oath allows me to let you know that I am going to use a medical term.
Okay.
So don't be offended, Karen.
Speaking
and Tom.
Speaking of medical terms, I don't think no longer is it STDs. I think it's now STIs.
Sexually transmitted
infections.
Oh.
No longer diseases. Because now
they're diseases.
It's more umbrellaed of a term.
Shenanigans.
Okay.
I don't follow that rule.
I figured that much.
Yeah. So, question number 3 comes from Anonymous.
Okay.
How do I take a shower without drowning my unborn baby? Hold on. It gets better.
Where did you find these questions?
The interwebs.
The interwebs.
Yep. So, we'll just go... I can't even come up with a name. This is so ridiculous. She goes on to say, I'm pregnant.
Obviously.
And I haven't showered or gone near water in like 5 months because I'm afraid the water will go up my vagina and drown my baby.
What?
I wanted to put a plastic bag between my legs and try and take a bath. But maybe I should just elevate my legs. I don't know. But I'm afraid little Trevor isn't going to make it. My husband hasn't touched me in months.
Wow.
The end.
Ooh. I would say she probably should have employed this strategy about a year ago, and she wouldn't bring another Todd Tom into this world.
Yeah. She put the plastic bag on
her head.
Well, that or around the willy.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not even sure that is dignified with a response. I'm so disappointed in humanity.
Yeah, that will happen.
It will. Now
you did too much into the internet. You're gonna just
it is.
You're just gonna shake your head.
Pretty scary place out there. It's a wonderful area to make yourself feel a lot better about yourself.
That's why a lot of people make podcasts.
It's kind of yeah, it's fair. It's kind of like going to. Well, I said that's fair, and I'm about to say it's kind of like going to the fair.
Oh,
if you want
to go there to make yourself feel better,
of course.
Yeah, I like it.
You can always find the mall, but the mall also has the opposite sometimes. You can go and see like some fairly posh, good-looking folks at the mall. Okay. You're not gonna find those people at the fair.
I mean, I'll agree with you on that one.
Pretty much, you're gonna find the Walmart crew at the fair. And the Walmart crew, they're not wearing Versace.
No.
And if they are, it's fake.
It's spelled wrong. Because it's a knockoff.
They got it from Martinez downtown. And that's not a store.
No, it's the back of his trunk on the side of the road. Didn't count.
Wow. Did anybody respond to this poor woman?
Got nothing.
It's probably best.
Yes.
Probably best. Good call.
But I will say, as a medical professional, you are okay to take a shower.
Please take a shower.
I can guarantee you reek to high heaven.
Yep.
It's been, like she says, 5 months.
Wow.
That's probably why your husband won't touch you.
No, not probably.
That is why your husband
yes.
isn't touching you.
Yes.
Because you smell like what fell out of a dead skunk's ass.
But you're on a roll tonight. We're going to have to put an explicit warning at the beginning of this podcast.
Do you have to have a certain amount of explicatives?
No, you just you get to choose.
Oh, okay.
You can click the little box and make it have that warning.
Click the box.
And some people say if you use that, it will actually garner more traffic because people would prefer to listen to something apparently that has
foul language.
Yep.
All right then.
Yeah.
Let's click the box.
All right. Are you ready for number 4? We're definitely done with that question.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. She's allowed to shower. That's not a problem. You have bodily functions that close up.
Yes.
You're not just gaping.
Yes.
Otherwise, little Trevor would have fallen out already.
Trevor be in a world of hurt already.
Yeah. I mean, he's coming into a world of hurt no matter what.
Yeah, that's true. Mom's definitely not going to be doing some homeschooling.
Hopefully not.
Or she is.
I mean, there's no telling.
Yikes.
But does it not scare you that kind of person's breeding?
Yes. And I bet you they don't vaccinate. Okay, I have a good question. It's kind of a palate cleanser.
Okay.
And the first thought on your answer, let it marinate a little bit first.
So this is like a pre-thinky blinder.
Kind of, but it will. The answer will get worse as it seeps into you. Okay. The question is, how was the routine of milking cows for milk discovered?
Yep, you're right. I got nipples. Can you milk me?
Now, of course, the actual answer is a cow gives milk to its calf. And that's how we initially saw it. That's, of course, the right answer. However, if you go about it thinking just a little bit obtuse, it gets real interesting real fast.
Sure.
The more you think about it.
I mean, every mammal
Almost.
Every female mammal produces milk.
Okay.
So why settle on the cow? Was it because of the size
I would
and
assume
the abundance?
so. The ability to domesticate.
Okay.
And I would probably guess that before cows was goats
Yeah, well, I mean, they do make goat.
and
like
sheeps.
goat cheese, and I don't know about sheep.
Is it sheeps or sheep?
Sheeples.
Sheeples. Definitely got some sheeples out there. So I'm just going to kind of leave that one hanging. There's not really a great answer, but one guy says, I'm guessing there was a cow molester.
He does says.
He does says. So
Huh.
I don't think the cow molester. Now that would present a pretty humorous situation. So you got a guy that's all randy for the bovine, and he goes out one night and he finally gets his chance. Sheila's drowning her baby because she's finally taking a bath. and he goes out and he's like, I'm gonna molest that cow. And then he does it, and he's like, this is delicious.
What is this nectar of the gods?
And then he's the first dairyman.
Huh. You know,
It's a thought.
you can build 100 bridges. But you molest one cow, and you're forever known as the cow molester, not the bridge builder. Yeah, we're gonna need to click that
Yeah, for sure.
not safe for work button or explicit.
I'm so sorry to my little old church ladies. So sorry. Well, let's get out of our Armada section and let's go right into little thank you blinders.
Yeah, let's do some thinky. Thank you, blindness.
Now, as always, just to recap, 4 questions Beezy and I kind of banter a little bit about beforehand. Thinky Blinders is just that. They usually involve a little bit of thinkiness, and also we have no idea what the questions are.
Yep.
So a little round robin today, because Beezy went first with the 4 questions. I'm going to go first on the Thinky Blinders.
All right, then.
You ready?
Do
You
it.
dug in?
I'm dug in.
All right. You got your strawberry?
Unfortunately,
You just powering through, huh?
we're almost empty. We're gonna have to get a palate cleanser for sure.
Okay. Thank you, blinders. Okay. Scenario.
Okay.
You're about to get into a fight.
All right.
What song plays for your soundtrack?
Now you said soundtrack.
The soundtrack for the scene.
Is this gonna be a long fight where we're gonna have 10 tracks?
Have you seen the fight between Peter Griffin and the chicken?
Yes.
It's going to be like that.
Okay. Ooh. Man.
So the whole episode.
What about what is it? Yakety sax?
little Boots Randolph? Yeah, I like that.
I mean, that could be fun.
That one's a good one. I like
I
that.
mean, is it just playing in my head, or do I have built-in speakers that blast the music?
I say you have a full band that's like following you.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now this changes things.
Okay, so you got a live band that just follows you, waiting for you to get in a fight.
Now, what are my odds on winning this fight? Because that dictates my choice of music.
That's a good question. I would say not great.
Odds are not in my favor.
No. It'd be like if you were entering into the Coliseum, and unfortunately there were just lions and Christians. You're a Christian.
Oh boy, this. Huh.
Nero's about to have your hide.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, because I mean, if you said the odds were heavily in my favor,
Okay.
I was gonna go with get the full orchestra rolling, and I'm gonna get some John Williams Summon the Heroes.
Oh, nice. Nice.
But
Now, people may not know that reference.
John Williams is the composer that does everything decent.
Quite a few.
Jurassic Park,
Yep.
Schindler's List.
Yep.
Back to the Future, Indiana Jones.
Yep.
Mostly Spielberg stuff.
They did a lot together.
They did a lot.
Yeah.
All the Star Wars.
And Some of the Heroes is from
Nothing.
nothing?
No, Some of the Heroes is actually, it was written for Tim Morrison, who was kind of like his lead trumpet player.
Really? Mm-hmm. For some reason, I thought that was in a flick.
Not that I'm aware of. It could be.
Okay. All right.
Funny little sidebar. Tim Morrison, the song that it was written for, this one time when I was at band camp,
True story.
being the trumpet player I am, I actually went to the Cincinnati Conservatory of Music one year
Okay.
and played the solo. I got a private lesson with Tim Morrison on the song written for Tim Morrison, and I played the trumpet solo for him and got his pointers on what I needed to do.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty impressive.
Okay. All right. Here's a little taste for our listeners. Dang. Wouldn't that suck if he cracked a note? Like there's not much work. You know what's worse than a trumpet cracking a note? Clarinet squeaks.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
Definitely
gotta
worse.
agree.
Ooh, it was rough. Okay, great piece. Now that would be if you were gonna win.
Okay, so
If you're gonna lose,
if I know it's gonna hit the fan,
99% chance.
I'm throwing the fight, and I'm gonna do it early.
Oh.
And I want our Cinemize music playing. Hit it.
So this would be you losing the fight.
Yes. Smack, 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 smack.
You got to do the boom,
Smack.
boom, pow.
Boom, pow, clack, shaboom, bang. Beezy's down.
That's brilliant. I like that.
Okay.
I like that. I couldn't really think of a better one. I don't think. I was going to say some typical. I definitely would want Thunderstruck in there for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And I would want it to pan to me, like as I'm psyching myself up, like just the beginning of Thunderstruck, and then as soon as the fight actually begins,
Thunder, blah. One connection, you hit the floor.
I was gonna go with the one connection on the Thunderstruck, right, immediately to Pee Wee's theme song. You know the little thing that hits and it goes, it just rocks back. That's definitely what I was gonna choose.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yep.
What
Yep.
if you what if the odds were in your favor to win?
I think I just keep rocking it with the Thunderstruck.
Okay, just let Thunderstruck go.
Yeah, just stand over him. You know, kick him a couple of times because that's the kind of guy I am.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Beauty.
All right, what's yours, sir?
So that was a good question, man. I enjoyed that
I
one.
did too.
So this is on par with how my questions have been for you here lately.
Okay,
So
ridiculously difficult.
yes,
Okay.
because you're the educated one.
No, yeah.
You completed college. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm
Wow.
worldly.
I would say I got a pretty good blend because it took me 7 years.
Well, you got a lot more schooling.
Oh, I did. That's true. Yes, I did.
What one aspect of rationality do you think is most important for the masses to learn, and why?
Rationality being mental or ration. Okay, mental rationality. A firm grasp on debt ratio.
Oh.
I would think that would be, if you take a slice of American whatever, rich, poor, middle class, maybe not the ultra rich, because they typically have done a pretty good job of staying out of debt.
Usually got that figured out.
Arguably,
Unless
'cause-
it's just a slush fund that they got from Grandpappy.
Yeah, there's usually a reason why those folks are rich. I would say most Americans have a problem with consumerism. And debt gets us into a whole bunch of trouble. And a lot of us are miserable. And we can't do the things we want to do because we don't have any money, because we got payments on everything.
Sure.
So you take a house, 2 cars, and a toy. So an RV or a boat or a motorcycle or a moped that bees fly in your mouth, whatever it happens to be. You look up real fast, you got $2,000 every month just in debt.
Yep.
And then throw 30 grand in credit card debt on top of that. And you never break that cycle. There are literally people who will go into debt when they're 18 years old, and they will never be out of debt their entire lives.
Yep.
And biblically speaking, debt is looked at as slavery in the Bible.
Yep.
And it's true. It's true.
That's true.
I really do. I think debt would probably one of the places I would put the most focus. And we don't teach that.
No,
we don't
not
teach,
anymore.
We don't teach kids how to deal with taxes. We don't teach kids how to deal with credit scores or debt
Balancing
ratios.
a checkbook.
What's a checkbook?
Well, that's true.
I've had several accounts since I was a teenager, bank accounts. Never much money in them, but I've had accounts. The last one I signed up for is the first account I've ever had that they did not give me a checkbook.
Huh.
They said we don't use them anymore. So you can get business checks if you're a business.
Right.
But we don't do personal checks anymore. It's just a debit account.
No kidding.
Yeah, so that's going away.
Well, it needs to.
Well,
it's an outdated, archaic system. It's like the penny.
Oh, the penny?
Get rid of it.
I would love for the penny to go away in like the next 2 years because I collect pennies.
Mm-hmm,
I have hordes of pennies.
I believe it.
So if they were worth 2 cents instead of 1 cent,
you got about $1.25 sitting in your room.
I've doubled my investment.
Literally.
Literally doubled my investment. That's a good one. Did you come up with any thoughts on that?
Nope.
No.
I saw it and I was like, yep, not even going to touch that one.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Reese will love it.
I do like it. Now I'm trying to second guess if there's something else I ought to include in that. But I'm going to stick with that one for now.
Okay.
I might have to do an update or something.
I feel like if I were to tackle something on that,
Okay.
it would probably be rationality for just hate.
What do you mean?
Just like I guess racism maybe? Because
Oh, I see what you're saying. The ability for humans to hate other humans.
No. We've definitely got that one in line.
That's what I'm saying. that rationale that we're able to hate for a variety of
Sure.
different things that really don't make any sense.
And it doesn't matter what color your skin is. I just hate you.
To be
fair,
to clear that up,
oh
Beezy's not saying that's the way he feels.
no,
He's arguing against that.
yes, agreed.
Okay.
Thanks for clarifying that one. This was quickly turning into a Klan rally.
It didn't sound great. It didn't sound great. No, I agree. And we hate other humans for not only race, but a variety of things that don't make any sense.
Yeah,
And it's kind of sad.
that's why I just encompassed hate.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
I like it.
I like it.
All right, let's start wrapping this episode up. I think we have some wonderful updates to get to.
We do got some updates.
All right.
We got some news updates for you today.
It's different and beautiful every time. I like it.
Man.
I think all the updates are coming from your side.
Yeah. So we wanted to go ahead. We did on March 12th, March 1T2.
1T2? Not March. Yeah, I like
March
it.
1T2.
I like it.
We did a giveaway. And basically what we did is take a screenshot of whatever episode you're listening to at that time
Nice.
and upload it to Facebook.
Okay.
And first person to do it gets a tumbler.
A tumbler.
A tumbler.
I can't even get a koozie.
No, you don't get You don't get actually. Yeah, I don't want to hear it. I gave you a tumbler, and you left it here. So
Well, it was early in the morning.
your conversation is moot.
I still want one of them koozies.
You don't get one. You got a tumbler, bruh.
Somebody out there, get me a koozie. Ship it to me.
He needs you to call in and order one and ship it to him.
I need you to send us a screenshot of you listening to the episode, and Beezy will send you a koozie, and then you send that koozie to me because I can't get a koozie up in this joint.
That's because we don't even like you.
That's bad.
We keep you here for absolutions.
Usually, I like to keep my beer cold, but this beer, it's not even going to get finished. So.
Well, I mean, I can't allow that in good faith to happen.
Oh, really?
So
may take that one down for the
I
team.
will bite the bullet and finish the carbach for you.
Okay, appreciate that.
But anywho,
So who won?
so we had Pam out of Wichita Falls.
Pamina.
I think I can help with this Pam. So no, we actually got it's actually spelled Pamnuh.
Okay.
Pamina. So
Pamina, you have to change your name now to that.
Pamina. I just want to thank you very much. We both want to thank you for your dedication.
Yeah.
And listening. I know you've been pretty heavy in the comments on the Facebook page.
We
and
appreciate it.
So I need you to shoot me in a private message on the Facebook or email us your address. And I got a beautiful tumbler.
They are nice, bro.
Yeah, we got a beautiful tumbler, and I'll ship it to you.
Nice. So, Pamina, get on that.
Yeah. The next.
Why'd you say it like that?
What do you mean? Say like what?
The way you said
the next.
Yeah. Why'd you say it like that? You could just say, okay, and next we have. You could have.
Well, you gotta keep the peoples entertained.
You could have went back to the NPR voice instead of whatever that was.
So for the next. The next update that we have.
Hey, bro, you threw a dart. House rules. House rules.
Oh, man. So the next update we got comes from, yet again, we got a diehard fan, Mr. Logan out of Austin. He wanted to chime in with episode 14. We did at the end on Cinemize. We did our top 3 Adam Sandler movies.
Oh, that's right. And Logan's been around like from the very beginning,
from the get go,
like episode uno.
Numero. He's a diehard 413 nuggie.
Nice, beautiful. We haven't talked about the nuggies in a while.
We haven't.
Have to bring that back up next time.
We're bringing it back.
What did he say?
So Logan, he said his top 3 Adam Sandler movies are Wedding Singer. I mean, it's all right.
Okay.
Airheads. It has its time and place.
Okay.
And Billy Madison.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty good stuff.
Okay,
Pretty good.
All right, Logan, I love you. I do. I just can't go there. I don't think you can put either one of those movies against Happy Gilmore, Big
Agreed.
Daddy,
Agreed.
Mr. Deeds. However, like you just said, in a certain context, Airheads hits pretty hard.
It does.
It really does.
Man, that was
early.
That was an early one.
Yep. I dig it. Don't get me wrong.
We watched that movie a lot.
Yep. I don't know if it's possible to wear out a DVD, but
we did.
We
actually did because we had to go we had to go snag us another one.
Oh, Beezy and his sticky fingers.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got the 5 discount on it.
Okay. All right. So thanks, Logan. I appreciate that. And Wedding Singer's pretty solid too.
It is. I can't believe we didn't even mention that one.
Nope. Didn't even.
So,
I had thought about it when we were kind of compiling everything.
I mean, he thinked about it.
I did. I think did. Now, I would put Wedding Singer far in advance above some of the Netflix movies he's done. Even though I think
all of them?
No, not all of them. Even though I think they're very interesting and good, I would definitely put Wedding Singer above most of those, minus the
Hubie Halloween.
Dude, it's hilarious. It's so good.
I still need to sit down and watch
Yeah,
that
you
one.
really do. It's good.
It's ridiculous.
Totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
Is that it?
Actually, we did have another one, and it was actually from Sean. He's called in a couple of times.
Another diehard fan.
Yeah, Sean's the other one, been there from the get-go.
That's right.
He's the one that actually called in about the hunting Somali pirates.
Oh, that's right.
If he could do any kind of hunt that
That is now a
money was no object.
resounding inside joke. It was so good.
Yes, it was brilliant. And I'm trying to find what he sent.
Dude, this is your segment. You're supposed to be on the ball. Johnny on the spot.
You know, typically I am, and I have all these lined up. But as we were talking about the Adam Sandler movies, I was like, oh, hell, I forgot that he said that too. So he had an update and sent it earlier. And it was in regards to the St. Patty's Day special last week.
Okay.
And he pitched a couple of movies that seemed
interesting.
pretty legit. One of them was, he says it's kind of an Irish movie, but have you seen The Siege of Jodotville?
Were you trying to say the siege?
Siege.
Siege.
Siege. Siege.
I'm pretty sure that's incorrect, sir.
Siege. you seen The Siege?
Well, it may not be that, but it's not the siege.
It's The Siege.
It's definitely not.
That's how you pronounce it, bro. We need to get the word nerds to unite.
Word nerds unite.
I need you to go over and get a hold of your word nerds over there on your other podcast, Skeptical Zealot, and
Oh, man, that's
have
funny.
them take a look at that one.
Yeah, that one's special. Okay, so did he say any more movies or just that one?
No, that was the only one.
Okay. He said it's kind of Irish?
Yeah, kind of Irish. I hadn't seen it. I'd never even heard of it. So,
I definitely have not.
and
heard
I
of it.
am a little disappointed that we had discussed this a handful of episodes back, and it wasn't even on the top 22 list. But it was the Sean Connery movie, Darby O'Gill.
Oh, good.
and Little People.
Lord have mercy. There's a reason it wasn't on there. I'm pretty sure it's Scottish.
I mean, I don't think I'm going to give that one to you. I just don't think I can do that one.
I don't know. O'Gill, that's a pretty solid Irish name.
It doesn't get more Irish than that.
Yeah, not really. And they're little people.
Exactly. AKA leprechauns.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So-
I'll give it to you.
Anywho,
All right.
the next update is kind of an interesting one.
Okay.
It's more of a shameless plug. I had one of my really good friends from high school, Kevin. He's doing open auditions, and he sent me a message, asked if I'd just read it, and I was like, yeah, sure, man. I'll give you a shout out in the podcast.
Cool.
So he says, if you should ever find yourself artistically bored to death, and you want to do something creative, but there's no action, and you just happen to also live in Paris, Texas, for whatever reason, well, look no further. And of course, this stupid computer is not working for me. He says, look no further.
He didn't write that.
He didn't write that. No, I'm ad-libbing. Creative license. Look no further. Fight Boy Theater is holding open auditions for its upcoming production of The Mumbler.
Wait, Fight Boy Theater?
Fight Boy Theater.
That's a great name for
I
a
know.
theater.
Isn't that brilliant?
I like that.
I know. So he goes on to say May 16th and 17th at the Brown Building in BFE, Paris, Texas. So
Y'all can figure that out.
it's probably going to be around 7 p.m. So come on out and audition, or don't. I mean, I submitted my auditions via Skype call.
Did you get a part?
I didn't,
Oh, wow.
which was weird because I sent in a lot.
I figured they'd at least put you as a backup singer or something.
Well, the weird thing was I kept getting redirected, and it was asking if I wanted to renew my warranty on my car. So, Kevin, man, it's out there. If you anybody in the Paris, Texas region
Wow.
wants to get into a little theater action and you're bored, get on out there. It's the Brown Building.
Not as good as name as the
definitely nowhere near as cool as Fight Boy Theater. Love it.
All right. So apparently
Kevin.
there's some super creatives in Paris and not so much.
Yeah, there you go. So,
All right, Kevin. Well, good luck.
Kevin, I'll expect a phone call.
Yep.
At least with a thank you and a royalty check and a acceptance to the auditions. And I'm not going to show up. I'm gonna video in
Oh, nice.
for the actual production. So
Beautiful. They're just going to wheel a television screen out there?
no, I was hoping they would put it on like one of them little robots
Oh, nice.
with the iPad. That's just kind of
I-
like my face.
I love it.
So
That's a great idea.
I mean, it's technology.
If I was going to do that, I would cast you as the tree,
I mean, that'd be a nice tree.
and you literally could just leaf.
Get off the stage and leave. I hate you. For the last update, we're now on Pandora.
We are on Pandora.
It took a month.
Well, I didn't think it was going to happen at all.
I didn't either. But you can go to Pandora now, hit their podcast section, type in Fraternize with These Guys, and lo and behold, we shall show up.
So technically speaking, if you go to Pandora, you could have a channel of Fraternize with These Guys.
Based around our comedy.
It would have one of our episodes and no other episode.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be good.
It'd be
Could
all
be
right.
fun.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So
But no, on that, we'll do some plugging.
Okay.
Get on the Facebook page, like, rate, review.
Man, we didn't plug it all.
We haven't.
I'm sure everybody's thankful for that.
I mean, well, if they've made it this far, then they can hold out for just a little bit
Okay,
longer.
a little bit longer. Please leave a review somewhere, anywhere.
It's what keeps us going.
Yep, preferably on the website or Apple iTunes.
Yes. So on the website, it's www.fwtgpodcast.com. If you want to leave us a voicemail, it's the little blue circle in the bottom right corner, and you can leave us an email. That'd be great. If you can do that from the website, or if you just want to straight email us, it's theseguysquestions@gmail.com.
Beauty.
Catch us on the socials. Type in Fraternize with These Guys or at FWTG Podcast. You
Yep.
can find us there. Like, rate, subscribe. Man, that's the lifeblood of what keeps this ticking. So we
Makes
need
us feel good.
reviews. Yeah. Gives
And
us the worm and tinglies and our squiggly digglies.
That's right. Squiggly digglies. And I will say lastly on that update, thanks to Beezy and our wonderful producer for
Yes.
taking care of the socials. Y'all have done a great job.
We've been trying to crank it out, man.
Yep, it looks good. Everybody's super happy about it. And anyway, I'm in debt to y'all because I know it takes some time.
Yeah. And one last thing to add on to your one last thing.
Oh, dang.
Keep your eyes peeled on our Facebook page because we're just going to randomly start throwing out free stuff.
A little merch?
Yeah, we're going to randomly throw out some merchage. So keep your eyes peeled and keyboards at the ready. And get ready to rock and roll.
You ready for a little ponder this?
Let's do it. Ponder this. Plants are farming us, feeding us oxygen daily until we decompose and can be consumed.
That's true.
That's true. Hey, you really can't say nothing else about that one.
We'll see you next week.
Love you guys.
So, bro, I have to mention this Dear Abby that came in.
Is that still around?
I don't know if it's still around, but I found this one online, and it's technically not a question,
Okay.
but it's hilarious.
I like it.
Okay, so Dear Abby, I was married to Bill for 3 months, and I didn't know he drank until one night he came home sober.
Jesus. 3 months.
3 months.
And he was rocking a steady drunk.
Apparently, and just think they were engaged before that.
Wow.
So, like, solid.
Dang.
Bill's been on a bender for a bit.
Bill knows how to hide it. He is a functioning alcoholic.
Hey, this trooper.
I want to know what the off cycle is when he's sober.
That's a good question.
I wonder if it's the opposite of normal drunk people, or he just becomes abusive
Oh.
because he's sober. The alcohol suppresses that side of him.
If that was the case, he would be a great 3-drink minimum figure skater.
Yes, or a curler.
Or a curler. He should be the one doing the little the sweeper guy.
Yeah, he's got that on lockdown.
No beer poops for that guy.
Nope.